Hey guys, Drifter here. I'm a big fan of virtual reality. It's one of my favorite emerging technologies, and I've done a ton of mixed reality videos here on this channel over the years to show off some of my favorite games. But recently, I've been running into a problem with virtual reality, an accessibility problem. And it's not accessibility about, compatibility with my glasses or motion tracking or color vision or captions or headsets or custom controllers since I'm having a hard time holding them. But no, it's that you can't use VR laying down. Really? Like, okay. But at least in my experience and with common devices, there doesn't seem to be any sort of real support for using the VR headset in bed, which seems like a huge oversight in terms of accessibility for the disabled community, because many people, myself included, can't be upright for really long periods of time. Of course, I can do it for this video, but after 20 minutes or so, I'm kind of petering out. It's a lot of times you run into people that have neck pain, low back pain, balance issues, foot or leg issues, fatigue issues. Sometimes people have stomach problems and they have to lay down. But the point being that I did not expect when I put on my VR headset to be able to lay down and play Beat Saber in the bed. I knew that was going to be impossible, but I did think that I would be able to watch YouTube VR. Since I can't travel due to my problems, I wanted to get on YouTube VR, search up some VR travel videos, maybe explore the canals of Venice, or go visit Japan, or something kind of fun like that, maybe even snowboarding. If that doesn't float my boat, I can take some Delta 8, get stoned, and go watch weird VR music videos, like Show It To Me from Nightclub, or this Gorillaz one, the name I forget, but it's a fantastic video. That would be nice. That would be something that would really help me through this hard time. But alas, you cannot use VR headsets laying down, at least not well, which is we'll get to in a moment. But I found this confusing that this wasn't a standard feature that was supported, because wouldn't it be more comfortable to use your VR device laying down in bed, even if you're able-bodied, right? Surely not everybody wants to be standing doing things for hours on end or sitting in their chair. Obviously, you can do, you need to be standing for, again, Beat Saber and like really kinetic games, but I don't want to be standing or sitting just to watch a video when I could do it some other way. Is there really like no demand for just being able to lay back in bed, put your VR headset on and watch some content or watch a movie in a virtual theater? I suspect a lot of VR customers would like the ability to do this. And when I talk to people about it, they're like, wait, what? You can't do that? Because laying down accessibility seems like a no-brainer. So much so that Oculus actually decided to officially support it in their V53 update for the Quest 2, and it was supposed to be a standard feature on the Quest 3, but that feature got removed just a few months later. I went through the reasoning. There was a bug that once you turned it on, you had to reset your device to undo it, and while the menus would rotate up and you would have laying down support the way you want to, not many games would work properly from the bed, and some people were upset, so they discontinued it. But the disabled community on the Oculus forums were even more upset. I found the thread where they added it, then removed it. A lot of people were complaining. A lot of people were saying it made the device useless for them because, like me, they can't be upright for too long, or in some cases, not at all. I personally tried a variety of workarounds, but was not able to roll back updates on the Quest 2. It's kind of like iOS. Once an update rolls out, that's the thing. There's not really a lot of rolling back going on without some very complicated workarounds. And in using the headset, I did discover that some programs will allow you to change the orientation of a video if you already have it downloaded. Like if you just have it saved as like a file, you can load it up in a player and maybe customize some things. But most of the menus for video control and the menus for the headset itself and proper apps where I can search for things like YouTube VR don't support this at all. And to be honest, the manual repositioning was a little bit less than ideal, even when I was able to force it to work. So you might ask, what about a lightweight headset like the new Vive Flow? Well, it's not new anymore. It's about a year or two old. And the Vive Flow is this ultra tiny, ultra lightweight little headset that's supposed to sync up to your phone. And officially on paper, it has screen repositioning for laying down support. What I discovered, though, is that for whatever reason, Vive has a different app for Android than iOS. I think it's Vive for Android and Vive Flow for iOS. But the apps aren't just different in name or app store. They actually have a different feature set across them. The Android app does not support screen repositioning, but the iOS one does. So I thought, okay, I'm mostly an Android user, but whatever, I'll just go buy an iPhone. It'll work fine on an iPhone. Well, it doesn't work on an iPhone at all because, as it turns out, the entire app is not supported on iOS 17 or higher. So I'd have to have an updated iOS device or a really old one to try to force that to work, if it works at all. It seems like a total bust. All the customers and all the little 1-star reviews on the App Store just saying it's completely incompatible, shuts down iPhones, which again is a shame because it's a lightweight headset that is designed for watching YouTube VR, and I can't do anything with it. I do, as you've seen from the videos, have a Vive Pro with room scale trackers and the fancy controllers, and I even have extra trackers to track the camera for mixed reality videos. That's how I managed to make all of these. And room scale on the Vive does allow you to custom edit your own floor and space. If you want to, you can take that floor and rotate it up, and in theory, everything would just rotate 90 degrees and work, but in practice, the menus again don't quite work right. There's a tracking issue with the headset. And the most important thing is that the headset is way bigger, way heavier, and it has this knob-like structure on the back that you use to lock it in, to just click into place. So it's pretty much impossible to lay on unless you want severe neck and lower head pain. Before we get too deep into the weeds, yes, I know that the Vision Pro commercial shows somebody laying down on a couch or sitting comfortably and snuggling on a couch, but to the best of my knowledge, the Vision Pro does not have full laying down support. I do run into the problem of, again, I don't have any iOS devices, sans one iPhone, and it's a $4,000 headset. So I think I'm just out of luck, at least with mainstream VR equipment. As of now in my house, I have 3 expensive VR paperweights, and I can't use them. And I was just really shocked to see that they didn't have any laying down support. This just feels like it should be a standard feature for most headsets, because there is a huge community of disabled individuals out there that would like to be able to make use of this feature, and especially important for them if they're anything like me, they have a desire to travel, to go out in the world, to see things beyond the walls of their house, and they can't do that. What's weird is that there's probably an even larger community of regular able-bodied individuals that would just like to be able to lay down and watch VR videos in bed comfortably and not have to go through really goofy workarounds. And yet there's basically zero support from any major company from all of the things that I've tried. And here I can lean on the audience. Maybe my Google foo is bad. Maybe I didn't search hard enough. Maybe I didn't try hard enough, but I did search and I did try. And I tried a variety of workarounds and just didn't find very many options. I even reached out, thankfully, because I'm blessed to be, verified and somewhat well-known. I was able to reach out to well-known, experienced people in the VR community and ask them if they had any way to use VR while laying down. And none of them were able to provide any real solutions. So I talked to Oculus support, I talked to Vive support, complete waste of time, no solutions there. And it just seems like this is a feature that doesn't exist, not just in the mainstream headsets, but I also haven't been able to find it in some of the cheaper, smaller, kind of limited lines anyway. And that just seems crazy to me. I just feel like that's a missed opportunity. So then you would say, what is the purpose of this video? Why did you make this? And she didn't really offer us anything other than complaints. First of all, it's a video about venting of something that's very frustrating for me. And second of all, perhaps more importantly, a long shot prayer that this video inspires some change in the VR community. Maybe out there somewhere in the wild blue internet, a VR dev will see this video and agree with me and make this a priority feature. Maybe enough people on YouTube will see it and make similar videos with similar complaints. Maybe it'll turn into the skill-based matchmaking dilemma and just VR laying down, instant views, toxic thing, I don't know. Anything that starts a trend to get changes applied to the VR headset so that they're more accessible. And this channel is the biggest platform that I have for any kind of advocacy. So if there's something I want changed, making a video about it's kind of the best way to go about it. And this is just the right place to put a complaint like lack of laying down. So for VR devs, game devs, hardware developers, on the off chance any of you are watching this video, having some sort of support or accessibility for laying down would be fantastic. And also for audience members, if any of you have my problem or have a solution for my problem or know a headset that does do this well, especially, and again, I'm looking mostly just, I would like to do YouTube VR laying on my back. What I have now, I can force it to work by manually downloading a bunch of stuff on YouTube and transferring it and repositioning this. It's a whole bunch of work. I just want to lay down, hop on some little app, and watch videos comfortably. So if any of you have a solution, please let me know. I'll jump right on it. And thank you for watching this video. I hope that you learned something useful. If you did, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. Drifter out.